Hey everybody, I'm JJ Johnson. You're watching Reality Survival. So today what I want to do is just talk to you about what I think is the best way to waterproof your maps. Maps can be quite an investment if you go to purchase them like at usgs.com or .gov, whatever it is. And they can be anywhere from $10 to $15 or so a piece. And they do have a slight bit of water resistance in them when they come from USGS, but not really. Not much at all. And so what I like to do is I like to take some contact paper. You can find this stuff at this is a matte finish contact paper. It's basically like kind of shelving paper that you would put inside your cabinets or whatever. You can find it in the home section in Walmart, and it's got kind of a matte finish to it, and it's nice and clear. And I'll show you this one. So it comes out to where you can still read these pretty good. There's no issues with seeing the numbers or the contour lines or anything like that. And it keeps them nice and waterproof. And so I'll kind of roll in some footage here as I'm talking, of me doing it and showing the best way that I've found to keep it nice and smooth without getting wrinkles on it. So basically how I start is I lay it out on the table, I fold the map in half, and then I'll put that, and I'll kind of tape the top two edges together so that the map stays neatly folded in half, and kind of crease that line in the center. And then you take the piece of contact paper and you measure it so that it's about an inch bigger all the way around, and then you cut that off. Then you go ahead and you peel back about 1 inch of it, and you put that at the very top of where you want it to be. And then you pull the paper underneath the roll so that it lays naturally down onto the paper, and that keeps you from getting a lot of wrinkles and stuff. That works really well. It's a whole lot better than trying to place it on there without getting any wrinkles, that's for sure. Then after you've done that, then you want to go ahead and size your next piece to only cover just the paper portions. Excuse me. So you're just covering the paper part. You're not doing the 1 inch overlap. And then you go ahead and pull the 1 inch down, and then peel that 1 inch back. Turn the first piece over that you did, and then just kind of tape it a little bit at the top to hold it in place. And then set your second piece of laminate or second piece of contact paper over the paper part on the back side. Then all you have to do is cut the corners, and at 90 degrees at the corners, and then you can cut some little 6-inch relief cuts if you want as well, and then fold over that 1 inch flap, and now you've got both sides of your map sealed, and you're able to keep all the legend information and all that kind of stuff that you need as far as your magnetic declination and all that good information that's in the legends there. So this is a technique that I used when I was a SEER instructor at Fairchild Air Force Base, and I would go for at least a year or so of taking trips to the woods about every 3 weeks, and being out there for 6 days at a time, and a map would usually last me about a year or so. So it's gonna last very well. I think this method works a whole lot better than doing the they've got some kind of liquid stuff that you can put over maps. You can kind of brush it on the maps and that kind of thing. I didn't care for that. I also don't care for the hard, shiny laminate because you get so much glare off of it. I mean, I've got some pretty bright lights in here, and you can see I'm just barely getting any glare in here, and these are pretty bright lights. And the one good thing about the hard laminate is it's probably a little better for using like dry erase and stuff on. You can use it on here, but you will get a little bit of residue. You kind of have to, you know, work a little bit to get it off or whatever. But you know, you can use wax pencils and different things like that on here if you want as well. But personally, for OPSEC reasons, I try not to ever write on my maps, if at all, you know, because somebody finds the map, they see where you're marking and stuff, they may know where you're going. You know, it's just kind of a good rule of thumb is to try to not to write on your maps. Let's see here if I can think of anything else about this. A roll of this stuff only costs about $5.50 at Walmart, and that gives you enough to, I did 3 of them by folding them in half, and then this one I did, you know, doing fully on both sides. So, and I still had, you know, a little bit left over. I think I've got, you know, a foot or so left over. So, you know, roughly give you enough to do about 4 full-size USGS maps if you're folding them in half, plus a little bit extra for leftover. Anyway, guys, that's just a real quick tip on what I think is the best way to waterproof your maps. If you guys would like to get the videos that I do on a more regular basis instead of having to get them in your feed, then what you can do is you can actually push the little bell down by the subscribe button, and then that will actually kind of send you an email notification that the videos are coming out. So, of course, if you're not subscribed and you like these kind of videos, then that would be great too. As always, I definitely appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And don't forget to live the 6 Ps. Proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. Stay safe, guys.